Well, I guess that's all they're on, Miss Cutler. They're all under the tree.
Thank you, Joanne.
God, I've never seen anybody get so many presents before. I can hardly wait to see what's in them.
When will Mr. Whiteside open them, Miss Cutler?
Well, you see, Joanne, Christmas is Mr. Whiteside's personal property. He invented it, and it belongs to him. First thing tomorrow morning, Mr. Whiteside will open each and every present, and there will be the goddamnedest fuss you ever saw.
My, look who he's got presents from. Shirley Temple, William Lloyd Phelps, Somerset Maugham. I can hardly wait for tomorrow. And Mr. Whiteside's tree is so beautiful, too. Mr. and Mrs. Stanley have to put theirs in their bedroom, you know. They can hardly get dressed at night.
Good evening, Mr. Jefferson. Merry Christmas.
Good evening, Joanne. Merry Christmas, Sarah.
Merry Christmas, Mr. Jefferson.
Hello, Maggie. Say, business is good, isn't it? My, oh my. what a little quiet bribery and a weekly radio hour can get you. What did his sponsors give him?
They give him a year's supply of their product, cream of mush.
Well, he'll give it right back to them over the air.
Wait till you hear tonight's broadcast, old fellow. It's so sticky. I haven't been able to get it off my fingers since I copied it.
I'll bet. Look, I'll come clean. Under the influence of God knows what, I've just bought you a Christmas present.
Why, Mr. Jefferson, sir?
Really, before I spend my hard-earned money, I'd like you to come downtown and take a look at it. So, will you come downtown with me and take a look at it?
Bert, this is very sweet of you. I'm quite touched. Oh, what is it? I can't wait.
A subscription to Pick, Click, Look, and Listen. Say, do you think I'm going to tell you? Come down and see.
All right. Sherry, I'm going out for a few minutes with Horace Greeley. I won't be long.
No, Mr. Whiteside. How about some cribbage after your broadcast tonight?
No, I will not play cribbage with you, Klondike Harry. But where are you off to now, Madam Butterfly?
I'm being given a Christmas present. Anything you want done downtown?
Yes, bring baby a lollipop. What are you giving me for Christmas, Mr. Jefferson? I've enriched your feeble life far beyond your capacity to repay me.
That's exactly what I thought, so I'm not giving you anything.
Ah! I was going to give you my old trust, but now I shan't. Maggie, what time did you say those radio men were coming?
About 6:30. I'll be here. You've got to cut, Sherry. You're 4 minutes over. Oh, and there's a cablegram here from Beverly Carlton. He doesn't know what train he can get out of Chicago, but he'll be here sometime this evening.
Oh, is he staying overnight?
No. He's going to get right out again. He's sailing Friday on the Queen Mary.
These guys can peek in at the window, get a look at it. Beverly Carlton used to be one of my heroes.
Used to be, you ink-stained hack. Beverly Carlton is the single greatest talent in the English theater today. Maggie, get this illiterate numbskull out of my sight, and don't bring him back.
Okay, Mr. Whiteside, I will come back until Beverly Carlton gets here.
Where are you going, Bert? I want to know you bought me. I'm like a 10-year-old kid.
You know, you look like a 10-year-old kid, Maggie. At that.
Hello. Yes, operator. Can you connect me to the Mansion House? Hello, Mansion House? Yes. Can you tell me if Miss Lorraine Sheldon has arrived yet? She hasn't, eh? Thank you. Goodbye. What do you want coming into a room like that? Don't you know how to knock?
Well, but I wasn't coming in, I was coming out.
Miss Green, you are obviously in this room, are you not?
Well, I guess I am.
Therefore, you came in. Hereafter, please knock.
There's some express on here with crate, Mr. Whiteside. I told them to come around front.
Oh, thank you, Joanne. Stand there, Miss Green. You look like a frozen custard.
All right, come ahead.
What is it, Joanne?
Some kind of animal, Mr. Whiteside.
I'll say some animal. We have to be at dinner class this morning.
Who's it from?
Admiral Richard E. Byrd. Say.
Oh, why, they're penguins. 2, 3, 4 penguins. Hello, my pretties.
They're Richards are right on top. Two these ones at least.
To be fed only whale blubber, eels, and crab lobster.
Hello, hello. they make the most entrancing companion. Put them in the library with me, Joanne.
Yes, sir.
Better tell Sarah to order half a dozen lobsters.
Yes, sir.
Don't suppose there's any whale talk in this town?
Good evening, Mr. Whiteside.
Oh, yes, there is. I'm sorry, Doctor. You caught me at a very bad time. I have to do my yogi exercises, yes.
But, Mr. Whiteside, it's been a week now. My book, when are we going to start work on my book? I was thinking that perhaps today good evening, Miss Brady.
Good evening, Dr. Bradley.
I opened those two slats, Mr. Whiteside. They seem so crowded in there.
Doctor? Well, perhaps I'm not well, but when I opened the doors just now, I thought I saw a penguin with a thermometer in its mouth.
Penguin? They must have gotten out of their crate.
Wait, penguins? Did you say penguins?
Yes, I did. Dr. Bradley, would you go in there and capture them for me?
Capture the penguins, yes.
And Miss Breen, will you go in there and entertain them for me until I come in?
Yes, sir.
The Christmas tree is better than just saw Mr. Stanley. He's got a big bump on his forehead.
Oh, why isn't that too bad? Go on, Dr. Bradley. Go on, Miss Breen.
Hello, Mr. Whiteside.
Oh, Dickie, my boy, what have you got for me today?
Mr. Whiteside, will you have some time later?
I don't know, Doctor. I'm busy now.
Well, suppose I go a while. I'll wait a little while.
Dr. Bradley is the greatest living argument I've ever met from mercy killings. What have you got for me today?
Well, Mr. Whiteside, I was wondering if you could take a look at these new photographs that I've taken.
Certainly. Richard, I've been meaning to talk to you about him. These are good. You're no longer just a kid fooling around with the camera anymore. These are good. As good as anything by Margaret Burke White.
Say, I didn't know they were as good as that. I just have to take pictures is all.
I mean it, Richard. You know what I think? I think you should get on a train and just get off wherever it stops. Mexico, Singapore, and just take pictures. Millions of them. Good pictures, wonderful pictures, bad pictures, billions of pictures.
Say, wouldn't I like to, though? If I could do that, I'd be the happiest guy in the world.
Well, why don't you? If I were your age, I'd do it like a shot.
Well, you know why. Dad,
Richard, do you honestly want to do this for the rest of your life?
I certainly do.
Then do it.
Hello, Richard. Good afternoon, Mr. Whiteside.
Oh, good afternoon, Jude. So I'm afraid it's up to you, Richard.
I guess so. Well, thank you, Mr. Whiteside. It's been swell, and I won't forget. June, are you coming upstairs?
Yes, in a few minutes, Richard.
Well, knock on my door when you come up, will you? I want to talk to you.
Yes, I will.
June, my love, you were too young to know about the Elwell case, weren't you? Completely fascinating. Would you like to hear about it?
Well, Mr. Whiteside, I was wanting to talk to you. Would you mind, just for a few minutes? It's important.
Certainly, my dear. I think this is all about that young Lothario that you have down in the factory.
Yes. I mean, I just can't seem to make Father understand. It's like talking to a blank wall. He won't eat him. He won't even talk about it. I mean, what are we going to do? Sandy and I love each other. Well, I don't know where to turn.
My dear, I would like to meet this young man, see him for myself.
Oh, would you, Mr. Whiteside? Because he's outside now. He's in the kitchen.
Good, bring him in.
Mr. Whiteside, he's a very sensitive boy. You will be nice to him, won't you?
God damn it, June, when will you learn that I am always kind and courteous? Bring this idiot in.
Sandy! Sandy! Here he is, Mr. Whiteside. This is Sandy.
How do you do, sir?
How do you do, young man? Well, it seems if I have been correctly informed that you two babes have quietly gone into the woods and lost from eyes.
Well, there's another name for it. It's called love.
Well, you've come to the right place. Dr. Sheridan Whiteside, broken hearts mended, brace for life, hamburgers. Go right ahead.
Well, if you still do anything at all, Mr. Whiteside, you know the jam we're in. You see, I worked in the labor union. I'm an organizer. Been organizing the men in Mr. Stanley's factory, and Mr. Stanley's pretty sore about
I bet.
it. Did you tell you that?
Yes, she did.
Well, That being the case, Mr. Whiteside, I don't think I have the right to try to influence June. If she marries me, that would mean a definite break from her family, and I don't like to bring that about. But you see, the trouble is, Mr. Stanley is so stubborn about it, so arbitrary. You know, this is not something I've done just to spite him. We fell in love with each other, but Mr. Stanley behaves as though we're all a big plot. John L. Lewis sent me here to marry his daughter.
He's tried to fire Sandy twice out of the factory, but he couldn't on account of the Wagner Act, thank God.
Yes, he thinks I wrote that too.
If he'd only let me talk to him, or if he let Sandy talk to him.
Well, we've been all over that, June. Anyway, I've gotten word I'm needed in Chicago. I may have to go on to Frisco from there. So anyways, you see the jam we're in.
Sandy's leaving tonight, Mr. Whiteside, and he'll probably be gone a year. We've simply got to decide now.
Well, June, I'm glad you brought this young man to me. I have an unerring instinct about people. Oh, excuse me, just a second. Hello? Yes, this is Whiteside. Who is calling? Oh, it's Walt Disney in Hollywood. Yes, hello. Yes, I'm on, Walt. Yes, I hear it. It sounds just like static. June, come here for a second. Hello? Hello? Yes, Walt, I heard it well. Yes, thank you for calling me yet again. Now tell me, what news in Hollywood? Who's in Lana Turner's sweater these days? Merry Christmas, old bean. What? Oh, yes, I'll be fine. Yes, heading out soon. All right. I'll talk to you sometime this week. Oh, yes. All right, goodbye. Oh, and don't worry about Fantasia. Beethoven has written a hit in years. Goodbye. Do you know what that was you just listened to? The voice of Donald Duck.
Not really.
Yes, Mr. Disney calls me every Christmas that I may hear it. 2 years ago, I was at the bottom of the ocean with William Beebe, but he caught me. Now, where was I? Oh, yes, June, as I see it, this is all really very simple. Stripped down to its externals, what does it come down to? Your father, the possibility of making him unhappy, is that right?
Very unhappy.
Well, that isn't the point. Suppose your parents are unhappy. It's good for them. Develops their character. Look at me. My parents haven't seen me since I was 4 years old. They hear me on the radio, and that's enough for them.
Then your advice is to just go ahead with Mr. Whiteside?
It is. Marry him tonight, June.
You mean that, Mr. Whiteside?
No, I mean you should marry Hamilton Fish. What on earth do you think I mean? What do you want me to do? Write it down for you? My own opinion is that this young man is not worthy of you, June.
Come along, Daisy. Stop dawdling.
There's Dad.
Excuse us for trespassing here, Mr. Whiteside.
Not at all, old fellow. It's Christmas, you know. Merry Christmas to Stanley.
Oh, yes. Merry Christmas. June, would you like to come along with us? We're taking some presents over to Dexter's.
No thank you, Mother. I have to write some letters.
Go right along, Daisy.
Mr. Stanley, did I spy a bump on your head? Did you have an accident?
No, Mr. Whiteside. Actually, I'm taking boxing lessons. Go right ahead, Daisy.
Dear Mr. Whiteside, I've been trying all day to see you, to give you this.
Oh, why, a Christmas present for me. Thank you, Miss Stanley.
Oh, it's only a trifle, but I thought you should have it. It's a picture of me as I used to be. It was taken on Christmas Eve many years ago. But don't open it until stroke of midnight. Will you? Merry Christmas, Miss Whiteside. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Miss Stanley.
Hello, is this the Stanley residence?
Yes, it is.
Would you tell Mr. Whiteside that Maureen Shelton's here to see him?
Is that my blossom girl?
Sherry, my sweet. Oh, look at your poor, tortured face. Let me kiss it. Oh, how drawn you look. I want to cry.
Oh, My dear, you made a very nice entrance. Now settle down.
How can I? I was so worried ever since your call and seeing you in that chair.
This chair fits my fanny better than anything else ever has. I feel better than I have in years, and my only concern is news of the outside world. So take up that stump and tell me everything.
Darling, I'm so relieved. You look perfectly wonderful. Never seen you look better. My dear, do I look a wreck? I just dashed in from New York. Didn't do a thing about Christmas. Hetty Carnegie and I had my hair done and gone right on the train, and then Normandy coming back was just exhausting. Fun, you know, but simply hectic it is. Dorothy Nebrasso and Cary Grant and Jock Whitney, you know, just exhausting. And London before that was just so magnificent, my dear. I never got to bed at all. I have so much to tell you, I don't even know where to begin.
Start with the dirt first, dear. That's what I want to hear.
Let me see. Sybil Cartwright was thrown right out of Ciro's the night before I left. She's wearing one of those new, awful set-up-beam dresses. You could absolutely see Trafalgar Square. And Sir Henry Montross, the famous painter, you know, suing his mother for disorderly conduct. It's just shocked everyone. Before I forget, Anthony Eden says he's going to be on a New Year's broadcast, and Beatrice Lilly needs you to take off 25 pounds straight away and send it to her by post. She needs them.
Oh, pack them in ice. Now come, dear. Well, what about you? What about your love life? I never believed for one moment that you never got to bed at all with your bodily expression.
Sherry, you're dreadful.
What about that splendid bit of English mutton? Lord Bottomley, haven't you cooked him yet?
Sherry, please. Cedric is just a dear friend.
Now, Blossom girl, this is Sherry. No need to pull the bedclothes over my eyes. Don't tell me you wouldn't like to be Lady Bottomley with 12 castles and over 100,000 pounds a year. Tell me, has he ever got a chance to get his teeth fixed yet? Every time I order a Roquefort cheese, I think of those teeth.
Sherry, really? Cedric may not be brilliant, but he's sweet, poor lamb, and he rather likes me. And he does represent a sort of English religion that I like. But Surrey and London for the season, that shooting box, and Scotland, and that lovely old castle in Wales. You've been there, you know what I'm talking about.
I do indeed.
Well, really, Sherry, if I can marry Cedric, then why wouldn't I? Shall I tell you something? From one thing he said before I left, I think he's finally coming around to it. Not definite, mind you, but in a year or two, don't be surprised if I really am Lady Bottomley.
Lady Bottomley? Well, won't Kansas City be surprised? However, I shall be a flower girl and give the groom an iron toothpick as a wedding present. Now come, dear, let's hear some more of your skullduggery.
Well...
Mr. Whiteside.
What? Now go away! I'm busy!
Who is that man?
Oh, he's fixing the plumbing. Come, dear, I want some news!
But Sherry, what about this play? I've been so excited ever since your phone call, and I rushed all the way over here, even on Christmas Eve.
Well, here's the situation. This young author, his name is Bert Jefferson, gave me the play with the understanding that I sent it to Kit Cornell. It's a magnificent part, and God knows I feel disloyal to Kit.
Sherry!
Well, anyhow, there you are. You're going to take you to dinner and work around to the play. Good God, I shouldn't have to tell you how to do these things. How else did you get all those other parts?
Sherry! Well, just swing by the hotel and get into something more attractive.
All right, go and get into your working clothes and then come back and have a Christmas dinner with Sherry, and I'll have Mr. Jefferson on tap. By the way, is that a new diamond clip, dear? That's a new bit of loot, isn't it?
Didn't I show you it? Cedric gave it to me for his mother's birthday. She was simply furious. I've got a taxi running outside. Sherry, what do you think? I've just been given the most beautiful... Why, hello, Maggie. I was wondering when I'd get to see you. How are you?
Santa's been at work, my pet. Oh, Blossom girl just surprised us out of the blue.
Hello, Lorraine.
Who's that over there? Bert, come and meet Miss Lorraine Sheldon. Lorraine, this is Bert Jefferson, young newspaper man, Miss Lorraine Sheldon.
How do you do, Miss Sheldon?
How do you do? You said Jefferson?
Yes, I did.
Why, Mr. Jefferson, you don't look like a newspaper man. No, you don't look like a newspaper man at all.
Really, I thought it was written all over me in young life.
No, but by the look of you, I should have said you were, I don't know, an aviator, an explorer or something. You've just got that certain dash about you. I'm simply enchanted with your town, Mr. Jefferson. It gives one such a warm, gracious feeling. Tell me, how you lived throughout your life?
Practically.
If you wish to hear the story of his life, Lorraine, kindly do so on your own time. Maggie and I have work to do.
Isn't he just the world for this man? Can I drop you, Mr. Jefferson? I've got a taxi waiting outside. I'm staying at the main house, I think it's called.
No, thank you. I have my car. Suppose I drop you?
Oh, that'd be lovely. Bye. See you later, Sherry. Bye, Maggie.
Goodbye, Maggie. I'm invited back for dinner, am I not?
Oh, yes, I always feed the needy at Christmas time. Now stop oozing out. Get out!
Come on, Mr. Jefferson. I want to learn a lot more about this town and a great deal about you as well.
Well, let's get to work, shall we? What time did you say those radio men were coming? 6? Oh, and how much did they want out? 4 minutes?
Yes, that's right. 4 minutes. She's looking very well, isn't she?
What's that, who?
The Countess T. Pushover. Quite a surprise, wasn't it, for dropping in?
Yes, it was. Now, come on, Maggie, come on, get to work!
Why, she must have gone through New York like a dose of salts. How long she going to stay anyway?
I don't know, a few days. At this joyous time of year, when the hearts of men... I can't cut that!
Isn't it curious? There was Lorraine, snug as a bug in somebody's bed in Normandy.
Ere the Yuletide season
Now,
comes.
Sherry dear, we will talk of it.
Now, look here, Maggie. Just because a friend of mine happens to come out here and visit me doesn't mean that... Maggie, I just... was that enough? Oh, that's the door. That's probably Beverly. Go and see if it is. Run!
Beverly!
Magpie, a large voice of deception is my magpie.
Come in here, you Piccadilly pinpusher, and gaze upon a soul in agony.
Don't tell me how you watched it yet. I want none of the tiresome details and proof. I have only a little time, so the conversation shall be entirely about me. And I shall love it. Shall I tell you how I glittered through the south seas like a silver scimitar? Or would you rather hear how I frolicked through Zamnesia, flirting with their Major General's daughter while finishing a 3-act play at the same time? Magpie dear, you are the moonflower of my middle age, and I love you very much. Say something tender too.
Beverly, darling.
That's my girl. Now then, Sherry dear, without going to mountainous waves of self-pity, how are you?
I'm fine with sumptuous coffee. And now how was the trip? Wonderful?
Fabulous. I did a fantastic amount of work. By the way, did I go to the little boudoir butterfly that sheltered in the motor car as we came up the driveway?
You did indeed. She's paying us a Christmas visit.
Dear girl, they do say she set fire to her mother, but I don't believe it. Sherry dear, my evil one, not only have I written the finest copy since Moliere, but also the best review since my last one, and an opera that's so good it frightens me. I shall play it 8 weeks in London, 6 in New York. No matinees, that is all. Then I am off to the Grecian islands. Magpie dear, why don't you come along? Why don't you deserve this cannonball of luck and come with me?
Beverly, dear, be careful for catching me at a good moment.
You came from Hollywood, right? How long were you there?
3 unbelievable days. I saw everyone from Adrian to Cirque. They came for us to a shrine. I was insufferably charming and recently found refusing $7 million for 2 minutes' work.
What about Banjo? Did you see my wonderful Banjo in Hollywood?
I did. He gave a dinner for me. I arrived in white tie and tails to be met at the door by 2 bewigged brothers who quietly proceeded to take my passport. I was then ushered in lemon silk drawers into a room full of Norma Shear, Clement Colbert, and Alex Huxley, among others. Dear, sweet, incomparable Banjo.
Oh, I remember that summer at Anthony's, when he put a microphone in Lorraine's mattress, and then he played the record the next day at lunch.
I remember it indeed. Lorraine left Anthony's by the next good.
There's Banjo with her now.
Ooh, why, what's the matter, Magpie? Is Lorraine being her own sweet, sick-making self?
You wouldn't take her to the Grecian Islands with you, would you, Beverly? Just for me?
Now, Lorraine is a charming person who has gallantly given up her own Christmas to spend it with me.
Oh, I knew I had a bit of dirt for us all to get along. Mr. Whiteside.
No, not now. Go away. I'm busy.
Have you kidnapped someone, Sherry?
Yes, that was Charlie Ross. Come, Beverly, is this something juicy?
Juicy as a pomegranate. It is the latest report from London on the winter maneuvers of Miss Lorraine Sheldon against the left flank. In fact, all flanks of Lord Cedric were bottomless. Listen, Lorraine has just left us in a car of Chanel number 5. Since September, in her relentless pursuit of his lordship, she has paused only to change girdles and check her oil. She has chased him, panting, from castle to castle, until he finally took refuge for several weekends in the gentleman's lavatory of the House of Lords. Practically no one's betting on the Derby this year. We are all making a book on Lorraine. She sets sail tomorrow on the North Sea, but with so much return on the Atlantic clipper, possibly so much as belches in her direction. Have you ever met Lord Bottomley Magpie, dear?
No, I haven't.
Not the very cheese dagger. Only 6 partridges, and the Duke of Sutherland. That's probably down to the very bottom.
Ribbing debate house today. Well, they spent, what, 3 hours drunk dead at the end of it. Ribbing!
Nobody speaks like that.
Oh, it's so good. It's uncanny. Oh, damn it, Beverly. Why must we rush right out of here? I've never seen enough of you, you ungrateful moment.
Sherry, dear, I can only tell you that my love for you is so great that I changed trains in Chicago to spend an extra 10 minutes with you and wish you a Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, my love. My little magpie.
Definitely.
And now, I have just time for one magnificent number to show you how brilliant the whole thing really is. It's the second number from my new review.
And get rid of them, Maggie.
Hello. Oh, hello, birds. Beverly, would you talk to a newspaper man? I kind of promised him.
You won't have time, magpie, unless he's under the piano.
Oh, would you speak to him at the station just before you go? Bird, go to the station and wait for him. He'll be there in a few minutes. Goodbye.
Beverly, the souls are impatient. Let's have this second-rate masterpiece.
It's called What Am I to Do? Oft in the nightfall, I think I might fall down from my paradise. Deep in the heart, always a bottom, quick shivering light. Run little lake, and the shade shafts of time. Bomb you with their witty design, cinch you with their soft fire. Softly and fluid through it meets me. Olden and golden, the dark night greets me. Cherishing, so perishing, up to the stars I climb. What am I to do toward ending this madness, this sadness that's rending me through? The flowers of yesteryear are haunting, taunting, darling, for wanting you. What am I to say to warnings of sorrow when warnings tomorrow bring the dew? Will I see the cosmic rays shattered and scattered to bits? What not am I to do?
Beverly, it's superb. The best thing you've ever written.
Please let me say that.
Who's that over there? Joanne, will you see who it is? It's probably Westall, right, Maggie?
They should be about this time.
Come in, Westall.
Ah, the air way of saying, well, I shan't have to hear you, thank God. I shall be on a train.
Mr. Westcott, will you go into that room? Joanne, when you have a second, please show them where to plug in. Come on, Whiteside, time to say goodbye.
What? Stop this nonsense, Maggie.
Au revoir, Sharon. Merry Christmas.
Beverly, my lamb. Stop this, Maggie. I I want to talk to Beverly!
You kissed Beverly in London on July 12th.
I will not be rushed out of this room like some baby who has to have his diapers changed. Maggie! Maggie!
Magpie, come get your kids.
Beverly, I want 1 minute. I must have it. You'll make the train. The station's a minute and a half from here.
Why? What's the matter, Magpie?
Go away!
I was just waiting in the kitchen until Mr. Excuse me. Who is that man?
Never mind. Beverly, I'm in great trouble.
Magpie, dear, what is it?
I've fallen in love.
No!
Yes! For the first time in my life, Beverly, I'm in love. I can't tell you about it. There's a time. But Sherry's doing everything he can to pull us apart. His own fiendish way, he's doing everything he can to break us up.
Why, dear father? What's he doing?
Lorraine. He's brought Lorraine here to smash it up.
Oh, is somebody here? In this town?
He's a newspaper man, the one you're going to see at the station. And he's written a play, and I know Sherry must be using that as bait. Oh, Lorraine, she'll eat him up alive. You've got to help me, Beverly.
Of course I will, Magpie. What do you want me to do?
We've got to get Lorraine out of here. The sooner the better. And you can do it for me.
But how? How can I? I'm leaving.
Did you hear something?
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
There's one on that table.
Thank you.
Now that we're alone, here's what I want you to do.
I love it. I absolutely love it. It's simply enchanting. And with just Sherry and Lorraine at the same time, it's pure heaven. I adore it, and I shall do it up proud.
Darling, your first baby will be named Beverly. You're wonderful.
Of course I am, darling. Come to Chiswick for your honeymoon and all that you love. Goodbye, my lovely. I do adore you. Mercy, let me out of here.
Shall I straighten up the room with broadcasting Scotland?
No, Joanne, this isn't television, thank God. You only hear the liquid voice.
He's really wonderful, isn't he? Mr. Whiteside? The things he finds time to do.
He certainly sticks his nose into everything, Joanne. Yes, Mr. Westcott.
Why, Miss June, are you going away?
Why, no, Joanne, no. Mr. Whiteside isn't there, I suppose?
Yes, you said maybe don't leave you.
Oh, would you? No, never mind.
Where is he? Is he in the library?
Yes.
Okay, maybe we should. Let's go.
Hello, dear. Where's Sharon?
Inside working, broadcasting very soon.
Oh, yes, Christmas Eve, y'all. What a wonderful man Sherry Whiteside is. You must consider yourself very lucky to be secretary to him.
Yes, you meet such interesting people. That's quite a gown, Lorraine. Are you going anywhere?
Oh, I just don't want anything at all. Aren't you dressing out for dinner?
No. Just what meets the eye.
Who does your hair, Maggie?
A little French woman, Maggie Cutler, comes in every morning.
Every time I see you, I think your hair could be so wonderful. I've always wanted to get my hands on it.
Lorraine.
What was that? What time does Beverly get here, by the way? I'm not overexcited to meet him.
He's been and gone, Lorraine.
Really? I'm quite happy to hear that. You and him are great friends, aren't you?
Yes, I think he's a wonderful person. Why?
I guess he is, but after working with him, I was a perfect wreck. All through that tender love scene that the critics just thought was so magnificent, he kept dropping peanut shells down the front of my dress. I wouldn't work with him again if I was starving.
Tell me, Lorraine, have you, I don't know, found a new play yet?
No, I haven't actually. I had a pile of manuscripts waiting for me in New York, but I just rushed over here as soon as Sherry called me.
And that was very kind of you, Lorraine, to drop everything and rush to Sherry's wheelchair.
What else has one in this world but friends?
That's what I always say. Everything okay?
Yes, thank you.
But Lorraine, did you know that Mr. Jefferson, the young man who drove me to the hotel, has written quite a good play?
I did not know that. That is so so interesting.
Yes, isn't it?
Oh, they put a polish on my nails that I simply despise. You don't suppose Elizabeth Arden has a ranch around this town, does she?
Not if she has any sense.
Well, I suppose I'll have to bear it, but it does depress me. Have you read this, Maggie? Everyone was reading it on the boat. They simply couldn't put it down.
I put it down right there. Hello? Yes? Yes, Miss Lorraine Sheldon, yes, she's here. There's a transatlantic call coming through for you, Lorraine.
For me, here?
It's London.
London! Hello? Hello? Cedric! Cedric, you darling! How did you know I was here? Cedric, yes? Darling, don't talk so fast and you won't stutter so. Yes, that's better. I can hear you clearly now, like you're just around the corner. Go on. Yes, what do you mean? Cedric! Would you mind one moment, darling? Maggie, would you mind? It's Lord Bunley. It's a very personal call. Would you mind?
Oh, not at all.
Yes, what were you saying? Yes, don't talk so fast. Don't stutter. Yes? Oh, my darling. Oh, my sweet girl, how I've prayed for this every night on the boat. Yes, darling, yes, 1,000 times yes. And I love you, my darling. Yes? Yes, I'll get right out of here, right to London. Yes, I'll be thinking of you every minute. Goodbye. Goodbye, my love. Goodbye, my darlingest darling. Cherry, you'd never guess what happened. Cedric's proposed to me.
What?
Just think of it, Cherry. At last, I've got to get right out of here. Maggie, do you have a timetable? Do you know when the next boat goes to England?
Well, the Queen Mary sails Friday. What's happened?
The most wonderful things happened, Maggie. Cedric's proposed to me.
Really? Well, what do you know?
Could you look things up right away?
Yes, I have a timetable right here. And don't worry, except there's no train to Cleveland. I'll drive you there myself, and you can catch the plane from there.
Oh, would you? Sherry, what's wrong? You haven't said a word. Haven't even congratulated me yet.
Let me understand this, Lorraine. Am I to gather from your girlish squeals that you're about to toss your career into the ash can?
Well, of course not, Sherry, dear. I'll be out this season, but there'll be the season after that.
I see. And everything goes into the ash can.
Well, you don't just expect me to...
Oh, I understand all too well, Lorraine. And I also understand why Catherine Cornell remains the first lady of our theater.
Oh, look at this, Lorraine. We're in luck. There's a plane out of Cleveland at 10:03. Why, it all works out wonderfully, doesn't it, Sherry?
Peachy.
What's the number of the hotel I'm staying at?
Massalia 32.
Sally, 32, please. Yes. Yes? Mason House, this is Miss Lorraine Sheldon. Would you put me through to my maid? Thank you.
Oh, look, Sherry. It's starting to snow. Oh, isn't that wonderful, Sherry? I never felt more like Christmas in my life. Don't you, Sherry, dear?
Shut your nasty little face.
Cosette, yes. We're leaving tonight we're gonna take a train to Cleveland, and then take a plane out of there, and then sail on the Queen Mary until Friday. Yes, I'll need to start packing. Oh, while you're at it, would you mind sending some cables for me? Yes, thank you. You'll find all these addresses in my little black book. It's in the top drawer of my dresser. Yes. Have you got a pencil? Okay. This first one goes to Lord and Lady Cunard in England. Yes? Okay. Lord and Lady Cunard, my darlings. Arriving Friday, Queen Mary. We'll wed Cedric immediately upon arrival. Wanted you to be the first tonight. Love, Lorraine Sheldon. Have you got all that? Thank you, Cosette. Thank you very much. This next one goes to Lady Astor, Lord Beaverbrook, and my mother in Kansas City. Also, Patty Carnegie, New York. Send a telegram. Happy French, Sunday, Sherry Netherlands. Arrived with sketches of royal gown and trousseau. Cable to Queen Mary, Lorraine Sheldon. Yes? Yes. One more. Monsieur Pierre Cartier's London. Please hold in reserve for me the triple string of pearls that I ordered in October. Cable me, Queen Mary, Lorraine Sheldon. Yes, that's it. Thank you, and pack quickly. I'll arrive in about an hour. Thank you. Oh, isn't my maid the best? I died without Cosette. Who would have thought an hour ago that I'd be on my way to London?
An hour ago? No, I certainly wouldn't have thought an hour ago.
You both stop this female drooling. I have a violent headache.
Oh, Sherry, can I get you something?
Ugh, Sherry, I'm sorry to have offended you in any way, but after all, my life is my own.
Hello, everyone. Say, did you know it's snowing out? We're gonna have a real old-fashioned Christmas.
Why don't you tell about your scoop to the New York Times?
Bert, here a moment. Miss Sheldon has a plane catcher in Cleveland. It takes about an hour to get there. And I was wondering if you could drop her there, you and I.
Why, certainly. Sorry to go to Sheldon, no bad news, I hope.
Oh, on the contrary, great news, wonderful news, yes, indeed.
Calls for a drink, I think. Not being a very good host, Sherry. How about a bottle of champagne?
Oh, I can do better than that. Let me fix you up a Jefferson special, okay, Mr. Whiteside?
Yes. Mix up anything, only stop this dribble!
Anyone admire my Christmas present yet, Maggie?
Oh dear, I forgot. Look, everybody, from Mr. Jefferson to me.
Oh, it's lovely. It's even inscribed, to Maggie. Long may she wait from her. Oh, isn't that darling, Sherry?
Ducky.
Okay, I remember love it, Bert.
Well, shows what you can buy when you save your coupons.
Wait a minute. Is there something going on between you two? Maggie, is there something you're not telling us?
Will you all stop this dribble? My head is bursting!
A Jefferson special will cure anything. By the way, I got an interview with Beverly Carlton at the station. You were right, Mr. Whiteside, he's quite a character.
Go ahead, Bert, mix those drinks.
On the flyer, I was lucky enough to even get 2 minutes with him using the telephone booth most of the time.
Mix those drinks, Bert.
Okay, I couldn't hear what he was saying though, but from the faces he was making, it looked like he was in one of his plays.
Bert, for goodness sake,
Just a moment. Bert, if you don't mind, Mr. Carlton was at a telephone booth at the train station?
Certainly was, kept talking, making the damnedest faces for about 5 minutes.
Bert, my boy, I have a feeling that I shall love the Jefferson special. Make me a double one, will you? My headache is gone with the wind.
Okay.
Father Vance is now at work. Hello, operator. Yes, can you connect me to the transatlantic operator, please? Hello, transatlantic operator. Yes, can you tell me if there have been any calls from England to this telephone for the past half hour? Yes, I'll wait.
Sherry, what is
What's that? There have been no telephone calls from England to this telephone for the past 3 days. Operator, would you repeat that, please? Thank you, operator dear. And a very Merry Christmas to you. Goodbye.
Sherry, what does this mean?
My dear, you have just played the greatest love scene of your time with your old friend and co-star, Beverly Carlton.
Sherry, won't this explain?
Explained? What else can I tell you, dear? I can only tell you that that was not Beverly that was not Lord Potterley that you were talking to on the phone. It was Beverly. I can only tell you that Beverly was engaging in one of his famous bits of mimicry. You've heard of Lord Potterley before, haven't you?
Yes, of course, but why would he ever want to? This is the most dreadful. Those cables. Oh God, those cables. It can't even make it out. Oh, that dirty one. I'll get him back for this. It was the last thing. Yes. Who the hell do you think it is? Miss Sheldon, of course. Yes, what's that? What's that? You just sent those cables. Oh God, I need to send another message to every single one of those people and tell them that somebody has been using my name and to disregard anything and everything they hear from me. Except this, of course. What? makes perfect sense now. That's a very lovely little bracelet that Mr. Jefferson gave me, Maggie. And to think I was just about to, well, wild horses keep getting out of here now, and I would want that bracelet if I was Maggie. It'd be something to remember me by.
Alright, Mr. Whiteside, almost time. Look it up, boys. Start testing. Appreciate the copy.
How much time?
A couple of minutes. One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4. How are we coming in, New York? Testing. A, B, C, D. A, B, C, D. Mary had a little lamb. Mary had a little lamb. Testing.
Come on, Daisy.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Mary had a little lamb. Mary had a little lamb.
Here comes the Jefferson special. Oh, have we time?
Oh, oh yes, Mr. Jefferson. We have time. My plans have changed. And I've heard you've written a quite good play, so I think after this we should go back to the mansion house and have a few drinks and you can read your play to me.
Why, I should say so. I'd be delighted. Maggie, did you hear that? Say, I bet you did this. You arranged the whole thing. Well, it's the best Christmas present anyone could have ever given me. Maggie? Maggie?
30 seconds. Waiting.
Mr. Whiteside,
Quiet, please.
my son has gone off on a freighter, and my daughter is very anarchist.
Quiet.
They told me you told them to do it.
Quiet. Quiet, please. We're going on the air.
Oh, I see you're still busy.
Don't tell me to be quiet.
Quiet. For God's sake, quiet. Step out of the way. All right, ladies. Right this way, down this mic. Okay, New York. Good evening, everybody. Cream of mush brings from Sheridan Whiteside.
Good evening. This is Whiteside speaking. On this eve of eves, when my own heart is overflowing, I think it most fitting to tell that story nigh unto 2,000 years ago. When first the star of Bethlehem was glimpsed in a wondrous sky,